Hey everyone, it's Colin here at eTrailer, and today we have a 2020 Ford Ranger. Now we're going to be doing a test fit of the Konig Premium Self-Tensioning Snow Tire Chains. Now the tire size on our Ranger right here is going to be 265/60 R18. Now with these chains, it's pretty important to make sure that you double check your tire size and make sure that it fits. There is some pre-assembly that goes on with these chains the first time you install them, so you definitely want to double check the tire size. If you don't know where it is, it's going to be on the sidewall on this tire. It's right here for now. So just make sure you go around the perimeter of your tire and look for that tire size. Now, it's always a good idea to keep a set of chains in your Ranger, and with these premium self-tensioning chains, this is probably some of the most high-quality chains you can get for your vehicle for a couple of reasons. One being that when we have them installed, there is no contact with our wheel whatsoever. So if you have really nice aluminum or chrome wheels, you don't want to risk scratching them at all, then this is a great option because the only connection point we have is on the lug nut right here that's on our wheel, and nothing else is making contact. So we don't have to worry about scratching or damaging our high-end wheels. And you can see that nice spacing between our anchor point and the wheel. And that's very sturdy. It's not going to be pushed up and make contact with your wheel. Now the other thing that makes these chains some of the best you can get is that there is no part of the chain that extends past the center tread of our tire. So there's nothing going on behind. This is great so that when you're installing them, you don't have to lay down in the snow or reach behind your tire to make connections. And it also works out because it's not going to mess with any of the components behind your tire. Now onto the chains themselves. We have these nice D links making up the cross links all across the center tread of our tire. They do have a really sturdy manganese nickel alloy steel construction. It's going to be very durable and avoid rust and corrosion. And these D links, like I said, are going to dig into that snow and ice and give you really good traction through snow and ice. What's nice is that we also have these ice breakers in between the links right here. These are going to be good for any of that heavier ice that you might get, for breaking it up and giving you the traction that you need through those conditions. Now right here you can see we have these really durable and flexible plastic traction plates. These are going to hold up very well to those frigid temperatures you might be driving in. And you can see when I move it right here, it's very flexible, it's very durable. You're not going to worry about it breaking over time or through a lot of use. We also have these metal rivets on top. These help keep all that together. And it's also an added bonus for traction, just to make sure it digs into that snow or ice and gives you more traction. If we kind of shift down here to where the traction plates are connected, you can see these nice flexible arms that we have connected to the main base. These are also supposed to be very flexible to help out with making sure that our chain stays snug on our tire. Now this center part is what's keeping our chains snug against our tire. It's kind of the self-tensioning system. All it is just a ratchet strap. So when we're tightening it down, you can see right here it just clicks. When we want to release it, just pull on this red trigger right here, bring it all the way back, and it loosens up. And this is something you do when you're installing it. Tighten it all the way down. You can see that nice flex we get in these metal arms. And again, it's going to keep our chains really snug on our tire while we're using them. Now, these chains do have a speed rating of 30 miles per hour, so make sure you're keeping it slow out there. We also get a quantity of 2 in this nice durable case. This makes for very easy storage when they're not in use. You're going to get all the tools and the hardware you need to get them properly installed onto your Ranger. Now, I always recommend whatever set of chains you get to get them out and install them before any snowstorm should come. So if it's in your garage or in your driveway, that'll work. And especially with these chains, because there is some adjustments we have to make to them for our tire size, I'll go ahead and walk you through that process right now. Now for this tire size, what we're going to do first is remove a couple of these little bolts right here with the highlighter green spacer right there. The tools are provided for it, so we have kind of this wing nut tool where we throw it on that side, take our Allen tool, throw it on this side, and then loosen it up. And then once you get it off, what it's going to do is actually expand the length of your tire chains. And do make sure you hold on to this setup, just in case you ever were to switch your tire size or anything like that. Then you have these around. Now we're going to remove 2 of them for our tire size on the Ranger today. It doesn't matter which 2, you can just pick and choose, doesn't matter the spot. Now we also want to make sure that the lug nut fitting that we have on the chains is the correct size for the lug nuts on here. So we'll just kind of lean it up there and test it out to make sure it fits. There we go. That's going to be the correct size right there. If you find that it's too big or too small, there are 2 other size lug nut fittings in your kit, but we can stick with this size for now. And keep in mind that all this stuff we're doing, you only have to do it the first time you install your chains. After that, you can keep everything the same, and then once you pull it out of your bag, it's going to be ready to go for your tires. Now from here, we're ready to get our chains installed. We'll start by draping them over the top and sides of our tire. Don't forget that you only have to go to the center of the tread. You don't have to do anything behind the tire. You also kind of want to adjust it to where our plates right here are kind of going to be on the sides at the bottom of the tire. Makes it easier just to get it all the way on later. Now we'll get the lug nut fitting installed all the way, and don't forget to have that arrow facing the center of the tire. We'll just tighten it with our hand first. Again, make sure you have this red arrow facing the center of the wheel the entire time you're tightening it down. Now we can just ratchet down the strap, make sure that it gets tight. You notice our arms start to flex right there. Once we get it snug, we'll just get that back in the stored position. At this point, our chains are installed. All we got to do is drive forward, and then the chains are going to center themselves on the tread of your tires. Now you can see as we back up the truck, it's not going to go on right away. It takes a lot to drive forward and back up for them to get on. So as we back up, we can go forward and back until they get on there. But as you drive forward, the more farther you go, they're going to get centered on there. So as you can see, it's getting more and more on the tire. For our purposes, we can just go ahead and kind of assist it. It'll slide on there. And all the way around, it's on the center of the tread. At this point, we're ready to hit the road. And even though you guys saw me helping the chains onto the tire, that's just because we have a limited amount of space we can go forward and back in this studio. But as you just drive further down the road, going a little bit faster than just idle speed, which is what we were doing, the chains will center themselves on your tires with no problems. Well, thank you all for watching, and I hope this information helped you out. But that's going to do it for our look at the Konig Premium Self-Tensioning Snow Tire Chains on our 2020 Ford Ranger.